So you want to make an additional $1,000 on every single invoice? Then listen up. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sophia Dodola. I'm a business coach and I teach people like you on how they can make money in the event space. I also help people with their social media, and I'm also a caterer and a mom of two. So today is all about, it's for my charcuterie entrepreneurs, but I guess if you already have a flower business up and running and you're doing events as that, you can totally add this on as well. So I have my list here, so I'll be looking at that just to review it. But most of you have your business up and running, so you'll just be adding these things on. But if you don't have a charcuterie business and you don't have anything, then you'll have to start over from scratch with these things. And you'll know what I'm talking about in just a second. So the first thing you're gonna need, first let me tell you what it is. In order to make an easy additional $1,000 a month, you want to add mobile bartending services to your arsenal of services that you offer. So whenever I'm pitching a grazing table, after I get the amount of people that are going to be at this party and all the information that I need, I say, have you guys looked into a bartender yet? And they say, oh no, not yet, but we're going to want one. I offer mobile bartending, so I pitch that to them and I say, look, I'm hired as a dry hire, which means you don't have to pay for the alcohol. You won't be upcharged a bunch of money for all this alcohol. And I send them a calculator, which I will link that below, but a calculator for them to calculate their cost of liquor, champagne, anything that they want. But it's going to be more affordable to go through me versus somebody else. And they kind of like the simplicity of having it all on one invoice, working with one company instead of just like having several different companies. So that's the secret. It's mobile bartending. Now, here is where you want to add that you do bartending at. It's Thumbtack, Zola, Wedding Chicks, findabartender.com, and The Knot. You do not have to do all of these. I mean, if you want to be extremely busy, sure, give it a shot. Some of them are free. Some of them have a little monthly cost. Most of these you can, actually all of them except findingabartender.com, all of them you can feature your charcuterie or your flowers or whatever you do. But this is great marketing. So if you're not doing it, go do it. Now I have some things that I want you to avoid. Very expensive to do to get a liquor license, so I don't recommend starting this as like a full service bar. I just recommend dry hire. Do a little research to make sure that you are allowed to do this. You can contact your liquor commissioners or your health department to see what their rules and regulations are for you being an event dry hire. Something that is a smart thing to avoid is your client saying, hey, I've got these cute cups I got with our wedding date on them. They're 22 ounces. You want to give your client, if they want any customization of cups, always keep them in the 9 ounce to 12 ounces. So when you're bartending at a wedding, several times the people that are at the wedding are going to come and see you like 5 times. So they're dancing, they're putting their drink down. They're in a conversation, they're putting their drink down. If your client wants you to make a 22 ounce cocktail, not only are you wasting the ice and the alcohol, but they're wasting the drinks by setting them down. And if they're not, then they're drinking a lot more and you're going to just run out more, and you don't want people. It's just not responsible, really. So just stay in that 9 to 12 ounce cup. Now, I don't recommend doing flea markets for marketing at all, whether you're a charcuterie person or a bartender. Your ideal clients are going to be brides and corporate clients, and they are not at these farmers markets or flea markets. Like, I don't want you to be at these markets where you're right next to a candle maker and like some cupcake for dogs. Like, I want you in front of wealthy clients that are going to pay you really well. So this would be bridal expos, maybe 1-2 times a year, but you could be doing things at bridal shops. You could be dropping off samples for them, maybe a sample menu with your charcuterie, but try not to waste your time, money on that section of marketing, and let those profiles I listed prior, let that drive your marketing. Now, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a pop-up bar. Check out Etsy. There's a lot of great customized pop-up convenient bars you can get as little as $350. I do recommend having a bartending certificate. If you were a bartender 10 years ago, I still recommend it. It's nice to get a refresher. Things have changed. If you have no experience at all, definitely get a bartending certificate. You can find them on Google. It does help having that. Now here's what is included in my package. It is a flat rate. So I include the disposable cups that are 9 to 12 ounces, napkins, straws, garnishes, mint, basil, dry orange wheel, rosemary, fresh herbs, coolers for me to transport things, alcohol shopping list, and that calculator you'll see below. And then I charge outside of the package for travel or gas. Now, these are some common upsells. I do customized napkins on Etsy with the gold foil with their name or their date or whatever. Mixers and liqueurs, those are an upsell. Ice, a water station, which I don't supply, but some of you might want to. That's a good upsell. And then an extra bar or bartender. I also don't have the means for that or the space or the inventory. So what I do for that, if they do, because if you have a huge party, they might want extra hands on deck, I will just outsource a recommended vendor that also has the dry hire regulate or permits and things. I will find someone else to help me with that and outsource that. So let me tell you a little quick way on how you outsource. Reach out to them and I would get all their pricing and information to the bartender and say it's $800. I'm still charging my $1,200. So I will be making a nice profit on that. You'd basically be an event planner without having to work 12 hours and show up on site. It's pretty cool, especially when you're outsourcing and you're adding the bartending and all that good stuff. So please check out the link below for Vendor's Vault. It's on an early bird special of only $47. That will probably change soon. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.